Have you ever wondered if there's a more natural way to handle some of life's biggest wellness challenges? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the cannabis plant's most powerful compounds, cannabinoids, and see how they might just be the key you've been looking for. Let's dive in.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about your body's own master regulator. Then we'll meet the big three cannabinoids, CBD, CBG, and CBN, and see what each of them does. And finally, we'll find out why they're so much better as a team. So let's just get right to it. Do any of these sound familiar to you? That constant hum of anxiety in the background? That nagging, chronic pain that just won't quit? Or just being totally exhausted from another sleepless night? Yeah, these are huge hurdles for so many of us. But what if I told you that your body actually has a built-in system specifically designed to manage all this stuff and keep you in balance? Seriously. It's called the endocannabinoid system. And that brings us right to our first topic. This incredible master regulator, the endocannabinoid system, or ECS for short.
So the ECS is basically your body's master control panel. You can think of it like a massive network that's working around the clock 24/7 just to keep everything running smoothly and in harmony. It's really the unsung hero working behind the scenes for your overall well-being.
And just look at what it's in charge of. We're talking pain, your immune system, your mood, sleep, appetite. The ECS has its hands in pretty much every critical function in your body. So what's the big takeaway? A happy, balanced ECS is absolutely foundational to feeling your best. Okay, so how can we give this system a little support? Well, that brings us to our first cannabinoid, CBD. I like to call this one the all-rounder. It's probably the most famous of the bunch, and for very good reason.
First up, let's tackle a huge one, anxiety and stress. I think we've all been there, right? Just trying to find a little bit of calm in a pretty chaotic world.
So how exactly does CBD help? Well, it works with your body's serotonin system, the feel-good system, to help promote a sense of calm and dial down that anxiety. The best part? It helps take the edge off without making you feel drowsy, which is amazing for handling everyday stress. But what about physical discomfort? Whether it's sore joints from a tough workout or that more persistent chronic pain and inflammation. Turns out CBD has a huge role to play here too.
And this is the brilliant part. CBD really tackles pain from two different angles. First, it helps calm down your body's inflammatory response, which is what eases discomfort from things like arthritis or even just sore muscles. Then it helps turn down the volume on the pain signals coming from your nerves. It's like a powerful 1-2 punch for relief.
Okay, next up, let's meet a cannabinoid that's a little less known, but believe me, it is incredibly powerful, CBG. I call this one the protector. It's also known as the mother cannabinoid, and you're about to see why. This little chart shows its origin story perfectly. You see, CBG is the precursor. It's the mother molecule that all the other cannabinoids, like CBD, are born from. As the cannabis plant grows up, special enzymes transform the CBG into everything else. This process actually makes pure CBG kind of rare, but its benefits are totally unique. So what's CBG's specialty? Well, one of the most exciting areas of research for CBG is gut health, especially when it comes to inflammatory conditions like IBD. Now, unlike CBD, which kind of influences the ECS more indirectly, CBG gets right in there and interacts directly with the key receptors, especially in your gut. Think of it like having a master key that unlocks the door. This direct action is what makes it so darn effective at reducing inflammation and just improving overall comfort in your digestive system. And if that wasn't enough, CBG has another superpower. It's a really potent antibacterial agent. And this is a really big deal. Research is showing that CBG has some seriously powerful antibacterial properties, even against those stubborn antibiotic-resistant superbugs like MRSA. This just opens up a whole new world of possibilities for this amazing compound. Okay, so we've covered calm with CBD and protection with CBG. Now let's talk about getting some real rest with our third key player, CBN, which I call the sleep specialist.
If you are one of the millions and millions of people who struggle to get a good night's sleep, whether it's trouble falling asleep or actually staying asleep, then CBN is the cannabinoid you're going to want to know about. CBN is famous for one thing above all else: its sedative qualities. It's known for helping you not just get to sleep, but to actually achieve that deeper, more restorative rest your body is craving. And that's why you'll often see it paired up with CBD in nighttime products to create an even more powerful synergy for a fantastic night's sleep.
So,
We've met the all-rounder, the protector, and the sleep specialist. But what happens when they actually join forces? Let's talk about why these guys are so much better together.
This chart right here is a perfect summary. You can see how each cannabinoid has its own specialty and its own ideal time for use. CBD is your go-to for calm and relief, anytime. CBG is awesome for daytime gut support because it's not sedating. And then CBN, that one's reserved for the evening to help you sleep. They each have a clear job to do, but the real magic, that happens when they work as a team. And that brings us to this really key concept called the entourage effect. The idea is super simple. Think of it as 1 + 1 = 3. These compounds are total team players. When you take them together, they actually amplify each other's strengths, creating a result that's way more powerful than any single one of them could ever achieve on its own. So, as we wrap things up here, the real question isn't just what these amazing compounds can do, but what could they do for you? From the calm of CBD, to the protection of CBG, to the deep rest from CBN, which one of these could be the key to supporting your personal wellness journey? The power, as we've seen, is all about partnering with the incredible system your body already has.